A water lotus starts its life in the dark, muddy soil at the bottom of a pond or lake. Once it takes root and begins to grow upwards, it spreads its large leaves across the top of the water, and in time, with enough care and sunlight, its lotus flowers will bloom, strong and fragrant. Because of its unsightly origin, the lotus blossom's beauty is a symbol of resilience and growth, especially for sexual assault survivors. I was 6 the first time I felt mud between my toes. Found myself planted at the bottom of a murky pond, not understanding what I did to deserve being dirty and forgetting what it felt like to be clean. It's been 20 years and I have learned to bloom toward the light, but I can't ignore my roots. I'm an aunt to 6 nieces and 4 nephews, and it's become my personal goal to keep them from being forced into the mud. I know it's not my sole responsibility, but I'd like to think I would notice dry dirt on their skin. So I make sure the kiddos aren't keeping secrets, playing inappropriately, or conceding their physical boundaries, because I may have finally found the joy in my survival, but I don't want a child to ever have to. This is what I told my brother-in-law when we talked about his 3 girls. I said, parents like him should have the privacy conversations early, because something as simple as that would have saved me. I used to feel like he was listening, carefully observing the mud I was caked in, but I'm not so sure anymore. In 2021, 2 things happened that severed our relationship. First, LGBTQ+ people started being called groomers, as in either sexually abusing children and or recruiting them to be queer or trans. This was spread by influencers and politicians he agreed with and supported. The second thing that happened is I was outed as bisexual. Him and his wife still supported these horrible people, even voted for them. These bigots that didn't seem to understand that queer people are 4 times as likely to be lotus flowers and significantly less likely to plant them. Yes, I am more familiar with the mud, but that's exactly why I could never pull someone into it. Our colorful petals are not designed to be lures into the same traumatic muck we've finally grown out of. The last conversation I had with him, we sat face to face after an argument, and I pleaded with him to trust me. You know, I wouldn't do that to your girls, right? You have to know we aren't shielding those disgusting monsters. And then he said, well, I don't think you would. My biggest regret about losing that relationship is that I don't get to help protect his 3 little girls. I sincerely hope with everything that I have that they never grow up to be lotus flowers.